Allah describe everything is on a kitabun mubeen, on a clear ledger. Because the Divine knows that when we send onto this earth everything is corrupted. But when I want to send the final message, the uncorruptible message, the purified reality from paradise, it's coming on a secure ledger. And that's why at the same time we understood these technologies of ledgers. Why? Well, because the Qur'an is the symbol. When Allah brings the realities of Islam, then all of the offshoots of those realities the dunya begins to understand. They want to make ledgers so that they can document everything that's happening. And in the last days it becomes clear, oh well, we don't have any way of understanding what's been corrupted. No, the Qur'an does. It's the uncorrupted ledger. Why? Because 900 million people memorized every letter. And as a result it's the original blockchain, everything locked, everything secure. Guidance from the heavens on this way, locked and secure. They're trained in the world of light, they're trained with their soul, they're trained with their hearing, their seeing, their breathing, their hands and their feet. And as a result they exist on this earth as doors to the world of light. Come to the door and learn how to connect your heart and soul. And as a result of connecting your heart and soul, you begin to receive the energies, the inspirations and the vibrations necessary to build ourselves to receive these frequencies, these energies and these guidance. In a more and more darkened world, every day the world becomes a darker place, becomes a place of more negativity, more ignorance and more deception. And as a result of deception, we said in the realities of the najm and the star, when shaitan wants to bring a people to ignorance, what he's really trying to achieve is anger. You get enough people ignorant, you're creating anger within them. And if he creates enough anger, he creates an abode of immense violence. Where the opposite of ignorance is guidance. Guided people are not angry, ignorant people are angry. Guidance is a light. Guidance is in the heart that gives a firasat and a vision towards the darkness of this earth like a tunnel into the heavens. As a result of that light, as a result of that grace coming to them, how can they have an anger, a continuous burning and fire of ignorance? But what evilness wants upon this earth is the abode of anger. Keep people to be ignorant, more and more ignorant, more and more ignorant. But they don't even know what their leaders are doing, why they're doing it. Then you see the bulk of them just angry and ignorant. They bring out news reporters because they want to, what is it in testing? When the news reporters go out, they're taking a litmus test, they're gauging like how ignorant are the people of our community. And the reporter goes out and says, what do you think about what he just said? They didn't understand anything. They only understood what this guy said and now the anger and the response to it. And this they want to gauge, oh we're doing very good, we've kept these people very ignorant. Because they have no idea what their leaders are doing, they don't even understand what they're doing, and as a result they're just angry. And they want them to be angrier and angrier and angrier until they become violent. And shaitan thrives on violence and anger because it's the opposite of faith and light. It's not from the heavenly kingdom. You can see how now the satanic kingdom is moving. The heavenly kingdom comes and says, no, broadcast and teach and give them guidance of light, how to connect to the light, how to understand the light. And as the more you connect, what happens? Your antennas go up and you say, okay, now I know why that leader is saying like that. I know why they're planning like that. There's nothing to be angry about. Everything's in God's hands, everything's in God's plan. Stay quiet and get out of the way. A great fitna comes upon the earth in which Prophet described the one sitting is better than the one standing. Now yeah, you can see that now because people go out and they get attacked. Those days begin to open in which Prophet describes, sit where you are. As soon as you go out there's going to be a problem. And the one going out, stop where you are because you move a little bit more there's going to be a bigger problem. So all of this is guidance. So why to be angry? Everything happens, you say, oh this hadith has opened. Now this hadith has opened. You said 6 out of 7 they wound dead. They spray the skies and the whole of this community becomes sick. These are not regular sicknesses, these are attacks against humanity. This is a system in which they want humans gone. And the precaution against these are faith. It's not the medicines are not going to work. The medicines are only a means in which Allah to grant a shifa. I repeat for you, the medicines are not going to work. This is a day of faith will open. وَيَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا آمَنُوا. If your faith was in those pills then you're going to be sadly mistaken. And when these difficulties come and these people wish to destroy humanity, I think they say that they've found with scientists, we watch the scientists, they say, not even through spiritual channels. They say they look up and they see the spraying and they say 4,000 times the amount of aluminum is coming off of the sweat of the bodies. These are immunity disruptions. These are systems in which to disrupt the immunity and the recovery of the cells within the body, and the dispensing of colds and flus and sicknesses. These are not something random. Means these are the days of difficulty, and if the faith is in those things only helping, those can only do so much, but the real help is in the awrad, the zikrs, the connection. Then you understand what the connection is. That's why we don't have to go online with all the no-mind people and debate them. Because wait, when your pill doesn't work and you start texting us, and that doesn't work and you start texting us, and the other thing doesn't work and you start texting us. If you don't have a door in which to go to, who is it that you're going to call for difficulties? And then you say, what was that shaykh teaching? Well, he was teaching that you have to come to the door of the shaykhs. You have to make your connection. You have to through your heart and your soul make the connection. Once you made the connection, they teach you that love Sayyidina Muhammad Ya Nabi Rahmah Shafi'un fiha. They're coming to the threshold, Ya Rasulullah, Ya Nabi Rahmah is the messenger of mercy, Shafi'un fiha, that grant me a shifa and healing through you through your du'a, through your nazar, that I'm just a ghulam, a servant from your kingdom, and my head is on your threshold. That grant me a healing, grant a healing to my family and to my loved ones. If we don't understand this system and it's not locking in your head, and you think it's those pills and this will help you, that will help you, that will help you, you'll be lost and you'll be gone. Because a time of faith is coming. It says 6 out of 7. If there are 7 billion people, 6 billion people are destined to be taken off this earth. That means out of 7 people 6 are going. It's not something small. People think maybe it's somewhere far away. It's not far away, it's right here. Its remedy is not belief in that system. Its remedy is belief in what's being taught. Make your connection, make your connection with the shaykhs, have your taweez, have your practices, do your awrad. Your awrad is your connection to their signal. You don't drop the awrad because then you drop your signal with them. And as a result of that connection, every night locking in with them. Said, Ya Rasul Kareem, Ya Habib al-Azim, keep your nazar upon me, your intercession upon me, that my head and my family, my loved ones, my community, we are at your threshold as your servants and servants of the Divine. Because only through the difficulty will people understand who their king is.